Thank you for taking the time to look at this video regarding artificial intelligence and machine learning used to create software, used in software uh, for the structural steel industry, especially checking drawings. We call this version of the software our advanced version, and I'll open the program from the development environment. My name is Bill Somerville. I'll just expand this a little more. Perfect. Okay, and I'll show you the difference between the advanced version and the free version. The functionality of the free version is extensive, but it's primarily made for cleaning up to make sure that the communication provided in the shop drawings is complete. The advanced version has the ability to associate the consultant's design drawings with the fabrication shop drawings. So I'm just I'm going to explain that more while it's opening. I'm going to open the design drawings first of all. That is the procedure, and they will come up in a little bit. While they're coming up, I'll try to explain. So there's the design drawings, and they've got the architectural. There's the structural drawings. Here's and mechanical and the electrical. Now I actually removed some of the electrical drawings to reduce the size of the PDF because this program is still under development. I want to mention it's still, so let's store these. And while it'll tell us that it's storing them in a minute. Here it is. Over here it says it's stored, and now it's analyzing. So while it's analyzing, um, the purpose of this is to associate the design drawings with the uh, structural fabrication drawings. And while the program is still being developed, that is definitely going to work. And it's working on a kind of a basic scale right now, which is what I'm showing you. Here it is. So the program has analyzed the PDF and it is stored. So that's good. So now I'm going to open the structural drawings. And there's a binder. There's actually 50 drawings here, and there's a bunch of columns in the same package. Okay, and the column drawings are 24 by 36, and the rest of the drawings are 11 by 17. So now I'm going to validate those. So the program has validated the two, and it says that there's missing. When it says X missing, that means nothing missing. Nothing missing. So then there's quite a bit of information. Structural notes, general notes, things that it's imported. Okay, so now I'm got that far, so time is flying by. Once again, the advanced version is the same as the general version with more functionality. We can scan for parts. We can do this all individually, but I don't have time for that, so it's much faster to do it this way. We're going to do an optical scan. And oh, I was going to show you can we can switch back and forth between the design drawings and the structural drawings. And so now I'm going to okay, that's checked. That's checked. I'm going to sync the scan from the fabrication drawings to the design drawings. And so that means that while it's doing its checking, it's referring to the structural drawings. Now, that's cool, and we're doing that already, but it's going to be a lot more advanced. So I'm going to scan all. Okay, so now it's doing the same thing. It's scanning, and it scans pretty fast. please look at the other video that we had, which provides more information on the scans. This video is going to provide more information on how the artificial intelligence relates to the consultant's design drawings and the fabrication drawings. The more advanced features, I guess you could say. And keep in mind here, so it's done that. I'm going to scan for an alpha scan, same thing. So keep in mind that we can scan layout drawings, part drawings, metric, imperial, and the software actually is just barely started. So there's a whole lot coming on yet. But as far as checking goes, and also so you know, when we're checking, everything is still manually checked. This is just a helper. But the potential is good. Okay, so I'm going to capture those. So they're captured. Okay, and the same as before, we can, you know, look at these. There's a missing dim that was explained in the other video. There's a missing weld detail there. Yeah, there's missing weld too. And it's a part, so there's a weld, and then there's a part missing. Part mark, and that's explained in the other video some more. Revs, so that's easy to do. But I'll show you this one. So definitely a weld detail missing there. And we'll get into some of this one. Now I'm not zooming in on that. I'm going to explain it. I'm going to explain it in a different way as the video progresses. We've got here a weld detail, and so I'm not zooming in on that. And I know what's wrong, but I'm going to get the program to explain it. Okay, so now time is 7 minutes, and I've only really. Okay, so we'll carry on. I'm going to erase all of this information here. And we're going to set the AI switch on. And we're going to get the program to work by communicating. So now with the AI turned on, we can communicate input here and output there. And I can ask it questions. I don't need to look in and figure out what's wrong with this weld detail myself. So to begin with, I'm going to ask it about that part mark. So I'll just type, or I'm not typing, it takes too long, and I'm going to run the program. And the program just simply tells us that on page 36 there are 2 errors. There's a missing revision mark, and the column cap is too thin according to design S.01 note F. That's really cool. Now, just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to ask it some more questions. Is there any information in the design drawings regarding column ends? And so we'll simply run the AI. And there's the response. It's telling us that in the structural notes on S01F, column caps must be 10 millimeters or thicker. So then we'll ask it some more questions. To save typing, I'm just going to copy and paste. And I'm going to run the program. And it's a fairly basic response for anyone that's familiar with artificial intelligence software, but it can easily determine that the material in the column is 10 millimeters thick. It didn't mention the base plate, but that the weld should be 10 millimeters, and it's not. It's a 6 millimeter weld. Okay, so we'll ask it some more questions. Kind of on the same issue, but you could ask it the question in a different way. Can you tell me if any of the welds are too light? and we'll run the software. So that gives you a bit of an idea what can be done there. If for anyone familiar with artificial intelligence, machine learning software, that's nothing compared to what it's going to do. That's the artificial intelligence software is truly amazing. Okay, so what else can we do here? What should I note? We're at 10 minutes, so I don't want to take any time. We can do lots of things. The goal here would be to we can we can load in layout drawings up here. We can do layout drawings, and we can reference the layout drawings to the structural design drawings. We can include the architectural drawings as we did, I guess, and um, and then we could relate out of the program, so we could have a BIM model and associate the drawings with the BIM model. I mean, it's just kind of we're just really getting started as to what could be done. But the purpose of the video was primarily to raise some questions, to describe it enough, provide enough information that some curiosity is generated, and then call me. And we're really looking for as many drawings to check as we can get. These drawings would, we're going to be using the software and we check the drawings, but the software is still just a helper, and it is in its infancy of development. So everything would be checked not only with the software, but by our very experienced manual checking staff. So if that's something that we really need, is a lot of drawings to check, and I mean a lot. The drawings can be the advantage of getting a lot of drawings is that they won't all be Tekla drawings. Some will be SDS2. I don't think it'll work on manual drawings. That would be cool. And but as many different types of drawings, different approaches. I know that the drawings are all basically all the same, but that's what we need, is as many drawings as we can get. Thanks.